A lot of us can feel overwhelmed by the stress and anxiety at times like we've had this week.
And we've got Dr. Jacqueline Pickell from the Medical College of Wisconsin here with us to talk about stress and anxiety. So how will someone know that they are suffering from undue stress and has that anxiety just racking their system?
Well, the acute stress that we experience during this time when stress is so prevalent and it's on the news and, you know, we can't get away from this story, heart's beating fast, pupils can constrict, actually even dilate. You can have bad thoughts that can continue to run through your mind and lose sleep. There's lots of things that can happen.
Well, and how can you distinguish between those as stress symptoms or those as maybe symptoms of something else?
Well, if it's, for instance, many of these different types of symptoms can also be similar to a heart attack. Sometimes you cannot distinguish between the two. 3 million people visit the ER with anxiety symptoms throughout the year. On an annual basis, this is really an issue, but during times like this, that number doubles usually.
Let's talk about some healthy ways to dial things back a bit. Is it as simple in some cases as just, not that we'd recommend you do this, turning off the news?
Well, some people find comfort, though, in having all the information. They want to know, and then they think, you know, they're informed. Others might say, I can't take this. How do you know which one is right for you?
Right. Well, if you're having the acute symptoms that we were talking about, that's one way to know that you should turn it off. But we receive news in so many ways now, the computer, the television, radio, etc. And so what's happening in Boston seems like it's happening in our backyard. So be informed, but when you feel riled up, turn it off.
Is there a benefit to having a quote-unquote happy place to go to where you can at least visualize something calm, maybe do some breathing exercises to relax you a bit?
Absolutely. It's been proven time and again to work in research, and so I generally recommend to my patients a 4-7-8 breathing cycle. You breathe in for 4, hold for 7, and exhale for 8, and do that 4 times in a row. With your eyes closed, it can really decrease the amount of stress you're feeling.
I would imagine this might be a little bit different on children too, because adults are seeing a lot of this, maybe trying to shield their children from what's on television, but kids know when something isn't right with mom or dad. What do we need to be on the lookout maybe for kids?
Well, eating disorders, sleep dysfunction, bad dreams, that sort of thing, being careful, and then feeding them really healthy foods that are good for them that they like. That's really important thing to do.
Good tips, thank you.
Okay.
Dr. Pickell, thank you. Got a question for the experts? Email them, asktheexpert@tmj4.com. You can also leave a voicemail.